today we are going to be picking some tropes and I'm going to be giving you some book recommendations. Hi there, my name is Trinity. I forgot to say that in the intro. As per the title of said video, I'm going to be picking out some random book tropes and I am going to be giving you, I think, 3 book recommendations if I can think of any. I cannot take any credit for this video. This is all Olivia, my lovely friend Olivia's idea, so shout out, bae, I love you. So as you can see, we have all these jars. They're not strictly any genre. They can be for anything, honestly, because I'm just a wee babe to the romance genre, so I don't have a lot of recommendations for romance. So, I don't know if you noticed, but I have a microphone. Hopefully I listened back to this and it sounds good, but I look pretty, so it's fine. All right, our first one. I'm actually really excited. Okay. Our first trope is anti-hero. So let's listen to me struggle and find a recommendation. Ooh, that's a good one. My first anti-hero recommendation is Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This follows Carrie Soto. She's a very famous tennis player, not the nicest person because obviously she's very dedicated to her career. However, you kind of have to root for her because she's your protagonist and it's kind of amazing. So that is my first book recommendation. This one is gonna really mess with the lighting. This book is called Tease by Amanda Maciel. I'm not sure. I read this book when I was in high school. This book I've had forever because obviously look how pretty the cover is, but here's the thing. I'll give you a description. Emma Putnam is dead and it's all Sarah Wharton's fault. So what I remember from this book is that we are following Sarah Wharton, who kind of had a hand in Emma committing suicide. She was a bully with her friend, but her friend doesn't really care or take any of the blame for Emma committing suicide. Sarah is kind of going back through everything and being like, this is also my fault. And it's really good. She's an anti-hero. Obviously, you're kind of not really rooting for her the whole time because you're like, you're a bully, whatever. Good book. I don't remember that much about it because I read it when I was like 15. But I bet you've never seen this on BookTube before, so bam! And the last anti-hero book that I have is Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. Now look, I know I say some controversial things on this channel about this series, but the first 3 books are good. And we do have a little bit of an anti-hero who makes his appearance, and it's wonderful. If you don't know what this book is about, Google it because this book is everywhere and I don't want to reiterate it. On to our next trope. We have Marriage of Convenience, which I'm going to be honest, I think I only have one. Oh, it's so spicy. All right, friends. I have 2. I have 2 for you today. Number 1, Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher, which I've already spoken about on this channel, but babe, we're gonna keep talking about it. This is the second book in the Dreamland Billionaire series, following 3 brothers who need to complete certain little tasks to get their inheritance. Declan, Iris, Marriage of Convenience. Go read this series. I still need to read the 3rd book, but this one's real good. I'm gonna be real serious with you right now. Everyone needs to go read Chain of Cold by Cassandra Clare, because if you don't, I'm gonna get really upset. It's amazing. It's not a spoiler to tell you that this has Marriage of Convenience in it, because that's not the entire plot. This just happens within the book, and it makes for some great spicy little tension in this YA book. We are following Cordelia Carstairs, who is a Shadowhunter. This is a Shadowhunter book, coming back into England, where all her friends and all her crushes happen. Darkness, fantasy, Marriage of Convenience happens in this book. Yes! Let's do another one, because it's fun. Really hope you can read these. We got workplace romance trope. What can I find? I have picked out 2 books for you for workplace romance trope. I have Meet Me in the Margins by Melissa Ferguson. This book is the embodiment of She Loves Me, which is You've Got Mail, but in musical form. And I am a musical person, so this is She Loves Me. You've Got Mail. This follows Savannah. She's an editor at this writing company. She gets a new boss who doesn't really believe in romance, and she does. She's like secretly writing this manuscript that is a romance, and she leaves it in her like secret spot one day, and she comes back and there's notes written all over it, and they kind of start like writing love letters in between the margins of her manuscript, and it all happens at this publishing company at work. It's so cute. I flew through this book. Everyone should read this because it's like She Loves Me. I have The No-Show by Beth O'Leary. Now, in theory, this only has a little bit of workplace romance in it, but I ate it up. We follow Syobin, I don't know how to say that name, Miranda and Jane. The workplace romance is kind of happening with Miranda. She's like a tree cutter. I don't know. She works with trees, and she has a super hot tree man. And things may or may not happen. The No-Show by Beth O'Leary is amazing. So far we've done 3. Let's do a few more and see what we get. I'm getting all the ones I don't want. I have the only one bed trope, so let's take a think. I obviously had to grab A Court of Mist and Fury by Miss Sarah J. Maas. The iconic second book in the ACOTAR series. There is an only one bed trope in this, and girl, it's good. Go read it, it's good. The next one I actually don't physically have with me because I'm lending it to my beautiful friend Bianca. It is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. It does have an only one bed trope in a hotel room, baby. It's a feminist romance, it's quite saucy, and it's only one bed. Another one, another one, another one, another one. Fake dating, baby. Let's get at it. Fake dating. No, I would never recommend that book. It sucks. All right, we have 3. Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I've already talked about this book quite a bit at my channel. It's very cute and very good. We have Liz and Wes. There is fake dating in order to win the other love interest's affection. It's very cute, and we all know how that ends. So good. We have To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han, Lara Jean, Peter Kavinsky, my ultimate boyfriend ever. She sends out all these love letters, or she doesn't actually, all her love letters get sent out. She starts fake dating Peter Kavinsky to prove to her sister's ex-boyfriend that she's not in love with him anymore. She's so over him. She's dating Peter Kavinsky now. And we know how that goes, baby kids. Eee! Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I read this in December. It's a very summery read. The second book is actually coming out really soon, so I'm going to keep suggesting everybody read this. It's a bit chunkier of a novel. However, we have a single parent trope. We have some fake dating sprinkled in there a little bit, more grumpy sunshine. She's a runaway bride. It's a phenomenal book. All right, babykins, we're going to do 2 more, I think, just because it's really fun. And that way I have some extras, so maybe I can do a part 2. We have some found family, baby. I keep saying baby. You guys are just baby today, I don't know. All right, here is our most diverse category. Found family. I would love to show you the first 2 books in this series, but I lent them to a family member and I've never seen them again, which I'm very upset about because I live and breathe this series. The Percy Jacksons. Any of the Percy Jacksons, all of them. Percy Jackson and the Olympians is the series. I only physically have the Titan's Curse, the Battle of the Labyrinth, and the Last Olympian. There's also Sea of Monsters and The Lightning Thief, of course. Go read these. It's middle grade. The TV show's coming out so soon, and you want to be on that board. You want to be on it. You want to be on my level of obsession when that show comes out. Because you bet your bottom dollar, babe, I'm going to be talking about it constantly. So please go read some Percy Jackson for your own mental health. Read some Percy Jackson. We have Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. It follows a figure skater and a hockey player. We obviously get to meet his old hockey team. We're getting more books with the hockey team, so it's gonna be kind of following them and their dynamic. And it's so cute. They all live together, they eat their meals. It's so sweet, very much found family, very explicit. So don't read this thinking it's cute based on this cover. It is spicy. Go read that, it's good. Last one for found family, we are going to be doing Groundbreaker by Victoria Aveyard. It's like this group of ragtag heroes and assassins and amazing people who all have to kind of get together to save the world, and they're just so protective of each other, and they all laugh together. They have inside jokes. It's so found family. It's ridiculous. Also, per that last trope, no, I did not put ACOTAR in there because it was in a different category. But yes, that one is also found family, and I do suggest it. It's great. There's crack in those pages. We're gonna do one last trope, 3 more recommendations if I can think of them. Enemies to lovers, if you can read that. It's enemies to lovers. Mic drop, let's figure this out. Woo. Okay, I thought of 4. Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. You may have heard of this one. It's been quite the talk on the Book Talk and BookTube. It is the definition of enemies to lovers. It's a duology. It's literally just called the Dance of Thieves duology. It's part of the Remnant Chronicles, which I read when I was younger and I did not like it at all. This was everything. It is like actually like I want to kill you, but I love you, but I need to kill you kind of vibe. Wonderful. We are following, wow, it doesn't say their names and I can't remember them for the life of me. We are following guard / used to be a thief, and then we're also following the leader of like this outlaw family. It's good. Like the way I talk about things. It's good. It's really good. You should read it. Now nobody, and I mean nobody, is gonna know this book. So you're welcome. Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. It's a whole series. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, I'm Canadian. This is a Canadian author. It is a fantasy world. It has kings, queens, squires, like all that sort of thing. We have like a dark, brooding assassin prince. We have a princess. We get some enemies to lovers, baby, and it's good. Read this. We have Princess, Rebel, Sorceress, Heir. And next 2 are by Emily Henry, our Lord and Savior, Emily Henry. We'll talk about Beach Read first. This one follows, they're both writers. One is more of a romance writer. The other one writes like the great American classics. They happen to have their beach houses beside each other, and they decide to switch genres and see if that helps them get out of like a rut. And babe, it's good. I don't know how to describe books anymore. I'm so hot. And then we have Book Lovers. This one actually says 2 rivals, 1 summer, and a plot twist you did not see coming. She is a cutthroat literary agent. He is a publisher, and then he also used to be an editor, and they're both not on the best of terms with each other. They kind of have like an email chain where they're like talking trash about like the books, and it all started off on like this wrong note. Obviously they become lovers. These are my romance enemies to lovers recommendation. Obviously my preference is fantasy because I love fantasy, but babe, it's good. Take a shot every time I say babe, it's good. Okay, those are all of the recommendations I have for the trope jar, which was actually a lot of fun to look through all my shelves and look at books I haven't really been looking at recently. I still have quite a few left in this jar. If you have any more suggestions for stuff that can go in my trope jar, let me know. I will add them in and you might see them in part 2. Again, thank you to Olivia for this amazing idea. I literally wrote it down in my book as soon as you commented it, and I love it. And I would also just like to say to my wonderful followers and subscribers, every time I get a new one of you, it makes my day. Every time I get a comment, I get so happy and excited. So thank you so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you all so much. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and once again, my name is Trinity, and have a good day. Bye.